Well, it did. I was very pleased with rushing the football today, and it started with the offensive line. Had to establish that that group as much as the confidence within that group and all the things that they've been through. And those five, along with their tight ends and our running backs, did a great job rushing the ball, which in essence opened up the passing game for us. But I'd be short-sighted not to mention some of the catches that were made across the middle by Dion and Quan, and throws that Will made. That's where you got to credit the coaches. You got to credit the players. It was a mix and match all week, and finalized the group yesterday. But we were just trying to find the best pairing. So how to fit them together, and what they were good at. But there's no question they went out there today and played well together. I mean, they did a great job in their double teams, great job in protection, and just got more confidence as the game went on.
Was that a combination of protocols, or was it injuries, or just trying a different group?
No, it was a little bit of both. It was a lot of things happened from Saturday afternoon of Friday night till this Saturday morning. A lot of things have happened that we've transitioned through, and that's why I'm really pleased with how unified they played and how well they played as a group, because there was a lot of things that happened in the last 7 days that created some options for us, and we lost some options too. So we'll move forward now, and this is a great group, and we still have some guys that are very good football players that'll help enhance this.
Well, you talked about the run game a little bit, but boy, you guys were really balanced. You showed variety and long drives too, and I think you really just that was consistent throughout the 60 minutes today.
Well, you saw everybody's been asking me about the rushing game and everything else, and it wasn't that. What we did today in the rushing game is how you win games on the road. It's how you win games in weather games. And what we did this week was we had a chance to go outside and get some practice in. I think we practiced, we adapted to the weather, and actually the weather out here is a lot nicer than back home. So we were fortunate that people have helped us find places to practice, because we could not have won this football game or even got ready for this football game without the help of the Cedar Valley and all the people that allowed us to do some things, because we can't get on our fields. The MVC championship's going on right now for track, so they needed the dome this week to get ready for their championship. So we had to find places to practice to get ready for this, and through a lot of help from our neighbors, it allowed us to do this.
The defensive line was real dominant today, and in particular, I think Christian Boyd probably had one of his best games. I think 3 tackles for loss, 9 tackles total. He was a real force.
Oh, I didn't know those stats, but Christian Boyd's a special player, and that whole group has worked hard as a group, and that's why we took the field with that. We just knew we had to establish ourselves and hang our hat on who we are, and that's basically what UNI defense is. And now we can build it from there, because we had to go back to just the fundamental play of winning the line of scrimmage, winning the individual battles. And there's no question that Christian Boyd is one of those guys.
Coach, there was a hit along the sidelines on Quan Hampton by the opposing coaches. Did you get an explanation why there wasn't a penalty there, or any kind of explanation?
I did not. It was on the far side from me. I just caught it on the back half of the play, and I heard about it, but I did not get a clear view of it. So I'm kind of out of that one until I get a better view of it.
And then I guess maybe last time for me, and I'll let some of these other journalists get online here. Can you talk a little bit about Bryce Flater, what the extent of his injury is? I heard you earlier that he's out for the year. Could you explain what happened and what goes forward from here?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but we're not here to hide anything. It's just what we're allowed to and not allowed to anymore. But Flater's leading tackler on his football team, and Bryce is a lot of the energy that is instilled in our defense. So yeah, through that first game, he had an injury in the first game, so he'll get that fixed and be back for the fall. But I tell you what, Riley Van Wy took advantage of an opportunity today and played a heck of a football game.
Thank you.
Hey, Mark, I got on here a little late, so sorry if this is covered ground already, but it seemed like your offense was able to move the ball out of a number of different formations today. You guys showed a lot of versatility. How are you guys able to pull that off, given, everything that's been taking place with Coach Mahaffey and all the moving pieces on offense?
Well, that's why I'm pleased with it, because it's been a steady progression. Nobody really thought of anything. Nobody thinks of it as anything wrong. It's just take the next step and move on. It's like when somebody goes down on the field, you put the next man in. And lo and behold, today there was a lot of new men in there today, just like Coach Watson stepped up. And I tell you what, we've been very fortunate with the staff that we have, the players that we have, and the consistency we'd be able to come out of this with. And that's why this was such a big win for us, because we probably had about everything that could happen to somebody happen to us this week. And then to play the way our players did and stay focused the way they did on the road, great tribute to the coaching staff as much as the players themselves.
Again, forgive me if this has been brought up yet, but Matthew Cook continues to just be real consistent for you. He obviously bounced back from the one miss last week. I'm just curious about your confidence level in a kicker that's, just in his second season.
Well, we're very fortunate to have Cook. I mean, he's just a calm demeanor, and it's not just Cook. Okay, I know he'll say it is him. He's the one that's hitting the kicks, no question. But I tell you what, when you got Simpson snapping to Murph, and then kicked by Cook, they do that for 2 hours a day, 3 days a week. That's all they do is catch, snap, hold, make sure that the timing is right, make sure the placement's right, make sure the tilt of the ball is right. There's a lot going on there, but there's no question the confidence in Cook is well beyond, because got a good handle on he's just got such a good demeanor. And whether it's a big kick, he always looks the same. And even the one last week, that was kind of a high snap that he still almost drilled it after getting out of timing with it. So, we're fortunate to have him, and he'll be a part of a lot of wins.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.